Hey guys, nobody's here. I guess everybody is scared. Too much red? Too much red in the cryptocurrency market? Is that what it is? So, all right, I'll just give it some chance, see if anybody else is going to show up. I didn't think too many people were going to show up today because I guess you could say how red it is. It's been lately in the cryptocurrency market. So, who is here? Let me check it out. Can you guys hear me? Let me know. You guys hear me? Nobody. Cool. Nobody's around, man. I will just cancel it then. I will cancel it then, guys. Hey, what's up, Raymond? What's going on, man? How are you handling the markets? How'd you fare so far, man? Were you able to escape okay? Raymond, you're still at the hospital, man, because your head injury for a week? You must have really hit your head pretty bad there, bud. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, man. The only thing is it's a little bit frustrating is that this whole mess that we have going on right now in the cryptocurrency market can drag this out. Like I don't expect anything fantastic to be going on, not even at the end of this year anymore. So that's how I see it, man. Anybody else in the chat? Says there's 8 people here. I want to go over some coins, talk about a little bit different things, strategies. Got to find some better coins. I think it's going to be better to find clean coins like that one guy, Julius. I made a video about it with Caspa, and Caspa is it's making clean waves. So I'm going to see about like trading that coin if it's going to be possible. Make sure liquidity is okay and everything with it. You don't get screwed or anything like that. That's the important part with the smaller cap altcoins right up there. But it's looking pretty good actually. So all Bitcoin or Ethereum would have to do is just go move up into a corrective wave, and that's really, really, really pretty easy. Trader XO live stream same time. We prefer Greg. Hey, thanks, Mixmo, man. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. I don't know who Trader XO live streaming is, though. Never even heard of that guy. So yeah, right here, Trader XO live stream. I never even heard of that. I'll have to check that out real quick, see what he's all about. There's another trader guy I was watching for a little while. He's pretty good. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. What's up, Scotty? How you guys doing, man? How are you guys doing in this mess that we're in right now with Bitcoin? And who thinks that Bitcoin is going to be going more? I want to show you guys some stuff about that with Bitcoin, guys. And I'm looking at a couple of options here on the short time frame with Bitcoin. It's right here, guys. Bitcoin right now is this right here to me is the third wave, and this could be a fourth wave. And Bitcoin might just be way down here, guys, down to like that 15.3 or 15.2. If not, the only other option is right here. It's a wave like this. It's a three wave, and it'll do a three wave, and then come back down. More than likely, what I think is going on. So then at that point, this point right here, once this gets done right down here like this, I think something like this possibly could be doing something like that. It'll come down to that 3, maybe a 4, and something like that. There's a potential it could be doing that, or it's gonna do one more swing up and then come back down. This right here would be, if you were to do a short, if you see it come up there like that, that would be a good area to do a short. And you wanna make sure that this RSI gets pulled up pretty good too, guys, you know? Just be careful. Everything's down pretty low and it's dropped a lot. That doesn't mean just because it dropped a lot there doesn't mean it's going to do it again over here. It might not be as aggressive, if you know what I mean. So you want to be careful of that, guys. VET, VET, VeChain. Yeah, VeChain is one I'm looking at. Like, guys, I'm going through the coins that are like doing halfway decent, and just looking at them like Phantom, just going through the coins, and Cardano is still hanging out above 30 cents. You see Arweave right here. Arweave is like just barely at that low. If it hangs on to that low, guys, Arweave is still good. I know that's like really, really close. It still hangs on that low. It's still good. Aave's another one. I don't get Aave. Aave's been at $64.07 all day. Like all day. I looked at it this morning. It's at the same price. I don't know what's going up with that, but that's very suspicious that it's 64.07 for, I don't know, what is this, like 8 hours or something like that? Okay, see now Atom is another one. I'll go over the overall picture with you guys. Atom's another one, guys. It still has a lot of space. It still has a lot of space, so it's safe. I still like A0, guys. I still like A0. A0 is another coin on the list, like Caspa. Caspa. Is Julius around? Wonder if Julius. Okay, let's see. B&B is always strong, guys. Chili's is still looking good. You can see Chili's is still right up there. Hasn't broken that low down there, so Chili's is doing well. Casper's coming down to correct it. Casper still has a lot of space to get down there, guys. This is one I was looking at here too, guys. This Flux. I made a video about Flux. And if Flux holds that low right there, guys, that'll be a nice setup right there. If Bitcoin finally finishes what it's going to do, and all Bitcoin has to do is go up a little bit, that could be a solid little trade right there with Flux. That's what I'm going to be looking at right here because this is a retrace all the way. It can't break that low though. It can't break that low, and it's good. It's good to do like a short-term trade possibly right there with that. That's what I'm going to like right there. So that's one I'm checking out. You guys, Gala, man, Gala's still hanging on pretty strong in that area, right around 3 cents. It's not doing bad. Of course, X is still in the same spot. That's not a surprise to me that it's hanging out right there. Now, this is the one that went over. I made a video about this one, guys. This coin right here. Let me see. Let me go to the you guys can see my yeah, I think you can. What is it? KAF. Gaspa. Wanted to show you guys this on the video. So it's still trying to make it up there. But this coin right here, guys, this is a nice wave sequence. And then you want to see it complete that fifth wave, get right above there, and then pick this up on a correction. Be checking it out on that correction and see what it's going to do. Just like that. Hold on for a second. Back on. Like so. There we go. Like right in that area, guys. That's what I would be doing with that for sure. Okay. That's what I would be doing with those coins, checking those coins out, guys, that are pretty decent with decent setups. HBAR, I did HBAR video this morning. I looked at HBAR all night last night. I got all these messages. People said HBAR was looking good. And then I was like, am I seeing this wrong or what? I had to study the chart. I'm like, why are these guys saying it looks good? I can't find anything good right now for it. It's got to drop. No matter how you cut that pie, it's got to drop. It's going down. So I would leave it alone unless you can short HBAR. But HBAR is in such a little, it's just going to go down like that. I mean, I guess, if you want to short it, I guess you can. I don't know if you can, but Marley Analytics. How are you doing, man? This guy, Marley Analytics. You sound familiar, man. You follow me on Twitter, don't you? I think, as a matter of fact, I think I looked at your profile. Are you in Ohio or the Midwest somewhere in the United States? I think I remember something about that. Caspa scam coin. Be careful. How's it a scam coin, buddy? I'm just going to trade the waves, man. How's it a scam coin? It went up in 5 waves, right? Somebody bought it down there at the bottom, rode the wave up. Now they're taking it out. You talking about liquidity mix mole that you can't get you get in there and you can't exit the coins? Is that what you mean? Okay. What is this? What are you saying, Scotty? Bitfinex is levering ETH to maintain the tether peg bottom top. Send a ton of ETH to Hot Wallet. Wrap ETH to be lent on Aave. Borrow USD against ETH. Wrapped ETH. Swap USDC for tether in Curve Pool. Okay. Columbus, yeah, we spoke before the crypto mindset. No kidding, man. Okay. I didn't know about that. Crow. Somebody want you want to look at a crow. You want to know if it's a good buy because it's fallen so far. I would not touch that coin right now, man. I'm just, like I would just leave it alone. That's just my take on it, man. Um, let's see here. I'll go to the chart, guys. I would leave crypto.com alone for right now, guys. All those exchange tokens, I would leave them alone. Okay? I was looking at it today. And you see the overall picture. Hold on, let me go to the full chart. I'll show you guys something. CRO. Oh no, it's market cap. Here it is right here. You gotta get the whole chart. You need to get the whole chart on Chronos or crypto.com, excuse me. This is crypto.com, right? What is this? 0.08 cents? 0.06 cents? Yeah, okay, that's right. Okay, yeah, I got it right. You guys can see this okay, right? Give me a heads up. Make sure you tell me you can see my chart okay. You guys can't see the chart? Hold on. Yeah, it's still showing that one. Stop screen. Let me present, share screen. I guess if you can't change, you change tabs, you can't do it. Oh, now can you see it okay? Yeah, there you go. All right, crypto.com. You see that? See, the problem is with crypto.com down here in the weekly chart, you see how it's taken out that down there in the RSI guys down there. So it's extending. It's extending. So more than likely, as long as it stops at this support level, it should be okay. But it could extend, which means instead of like this, so I'll show you when it extends like that. What happens is you have your wave like this. Hold on. So this looks like it would go like this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I cleaned up my computer, so these things aren't even correct. So like that, okay? Visibility. Let me go. Hold on for a second. Let me change this. Style, not intermediate. Some minuet. Yeah, no, minuet's what I like. Minuet. Okay, so like that, right? But since it took it out, the fifth wave is either going to extend like so, or you take the third wave and you move it there like that, possibly. It'll go up a little bit and then come back down. So then that whole thing becomes a third wave because it took it out. So you want to stay away from crypto.com. You want to stay away from crypto.com until you see something off the bottom, something like that. And that's what you have to wait for, guys. You have to wait for something like that off the bottom, and then you have to pick it up over here onto that wave. I would not mess with it till now. You don't know if it's going to go to zero. That's the problem, guys. You don't know if it's going to go to zero. You see the issue with that? OKX has most data on Crow. Yeah, I'm not too worried about which chart it is. It's going down and it's sitting right at the support area right there. So if it breaks through that main support area that it had from when was that? It looks like back in January of 21. Then if it gets through that, then there will be a serious problem for crypto.com. So I just wouldn't mess with it, guys. I wouldn't even entertain it. I wouldn't even buy anything like that right now. There's no way. Raymond, you always love smooth love potion. You love that coin, huh? Smooth Love Potions. Let's see. Clear. What were you just tuned in? Bentley. I don't know Bentley. I don't remember her. Remember that person. Said Gaming. Said Gamal GX. Made 15% less by shorting CRO. Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's a pretty good deal right there. Yeah. Which exchange are you using for that? You're doing that on KuCoin? Do you think DXY will have a strong bounce next week? And if yes, how will it impact crypto? That's a good question. I think the DXY is done. I think the DXY is done. That's what I think. Let me take a look at this. All right. Here is, let me make sure. That's why I like to have somebody. Yeah, there we go. I got it. DXY. If you go to the weekly chart on the DXY and you see that trend right here on the weekly and the RSI, you see that trend right there? It broke it. Okay. But now it's gone down quite a bit. Could it finish here and start making a trend up? It could, and then that will affect crypto a little bit. But since the DXY is in it's probably in a downtrend more than anything, it'll still correct. I don't think it will be as bad on crypto and risk assets as if it was just in this parabolic run. Because now it's actually in it's going down. The trend has probably changed on it, even though it'll go up. Okay, so like on the DXY, right? Like this trend was up. So it impacted risk assets because the trend was just consistently up. But then you can have a trend. So let's say this is a trend up, but it's in a correction right here. As an example, let's say that was a correction. It went down and then up and then corrected back down. Even though it's going up, it's still in a correction, if that makes sense. It's not always, if it's going up, it's going to do damage if it's coming down. So what I'm saying is like this. If it's going down in that wave, it'll correct back up, but it's still, the trend is still like that. You see? It's still like that. So it shouldn't do too much damage to risk assets right now, as long as this trend is over with. That's what I'm saying. This trend is done. It shouldn't do too much, even though it corrects back up. So the DXY is the least of my worries right now, guys. I think the DXY is the least of the concerns. I've been waiting for it to finish its peak, and it looked like it probably has, which is a good thing. And then, the 10-year treasuries, are probably just more important right now to be watching right now. But then also, too, you have to be looking at not only for crypto that's in a bad, situation with BTC and some of the other cryptos, and then the exchanges, or, there's a bank run on the exchanges. That's why they're falling apart. Crypto.com, everybody's saying, is that next? By looking at the chart, will KuCoin start going down? Everybody else is saying, I'm taking my money off Crypto.com, and they're saying I'm taking my money off KuCoin. Well, I got to take everything off KuCoin too. Why? Because y'all are taking it off too. Because I don't want to be last out of the gate. Hold the bag. My money's all gone. Right? That's why it's going to falter. These people, the KuCoin, they send you this letter. I seen it last night or 2 days ago. We're still good. We got all the funds. I was like, yeah, we've been through this before, KuCoin. Like, you all get on there and lie your ass off. Oh, we're good. Don't worry about it. Right? That's what they all do. They all do that. They're not going to say, hey, guys, we're screwed. They're not going to say that. We're screwed. Take your stuff off here. They're not going to do that. Even though they should. Just say, look, we got to close up shop. Come get your money. Forget it. We're gone. They have to always exit like that, like with, I don't know, a big bang, and let everybody, all the little people suffer from it, I guess, So just woke up here, got a coffee, watching my favorite analyst. Yeah. Thanks, Rebecca. I appreciate that. I'm hoping you guys are made some money, got out of this. I had to take a few losses on some coins, um, like ICP. But I mean, I think ICP is still somewhere near the bottom. I'm not in it anymore, so we'll see. But I didn't lose too much in ICP, because I'm not going too heavy in any of those coins. But it was worth a shot. You know, Chili's was a good play for me. Chili's. Um, there were some other decent ones out there. Somebody said Caspa is a scam coin. I want them to explain that. Can you write that in there again? A scam coin. They're all scam coins, man, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, look at Solana. Oh, it's so great. Look at it now. Solana is nothing now. It's like it's gonna. I don't know, man. I don't know. Solana. I mean, all the coins. A great coin. Hey, Greg, can you have a look at Algo, please? Algorand. Yeah. Algorand's a pretty good coin. Let's see what she got. Algorand. You think XRP about to start wave 3? Hey, Troll King, look. Here's the deal. I'm gonna go over Algorand real quick, and then I'm gonna go over XRP. I'll let you know what I think about XRP. I think XRP right now is an overrated coin, and its chart sucks. I mean, the chart sucks on XRP. It goes in there, it makes waves, and then when it goes up, XRP. This is what XRP does. It's in one spot for like a month, and then it just shoots up, boom, and then it's in that area again. It's in that area again, not knowing, am I going to go down? Am I going to go up? And then boom, it goes up. I can't stand coins like that. I can't stand stuff like that, man. So let me go over Algorand. I'll show you guys XRP next, but I don't like XRP, so I might have a little bit of a bias with it. Is it going to go up? I think it can go up, though. I think it can go up. Let's see. Algorand. Oh, Algorand's down 26 cents. It's still holding on that area. Let me make sure you guys can see my chart. Yeah, you can. Okay, Algorand. All right, Algorand right here is still okay, in my opinion. I don't think you're going to see too much downside with Algorand. I think right there was probably most of it. The reason why is right here on Algorand. You can see all that over there. You see all that over there with Algorand? It's right in that area, right in this area. Somewhere in that area, probably Algorand could go down to 22 cents, I would think. And you might see something like that, or maybe a little wick past there. But other than that, that's the area. That's where I'd be checking out Algorand for sure, and right in there. So I was hoping that it would hold on to that low right there, but it didn't. It broke it. But for Algorand, that's not actually very, very bad at all. Just too much support through here with Algorand. If it breaks through that, then I would say it has issues possibly. I would be really, really concerned with that. But I don't see that happening with Algorand. Algorand's a pretty strong coin. Algorand and Elrond are actually a lot stronger than people realize, in my opinion. So, all right, who was the next one? It was XRP. XRP. I'm going to use this chart for XRP. Normally, I use CoinTrader Pro, but I think I have it set up in here. Okay, here's the deal with XRP, guys. All right, I'm going to give you my take on it. Here's XRP. Okay, here's the on the weekly chart down here, guys. Okay, so here's XRP. The reason everybody loves XRP are there's a bunch of people that got into XRP on this wave right here. You see that wave? That's a massive wave. And if you were in XRP over here for 5.005 cents, so what are 5,000 of a penny or whatever that is, 5,000th of a penny, and rode that up here, of course anybody would like the coin. That's like 40,000%. You made a ton of money. Okay. So what Troll King is saying about wave 3 is that this over here, there's a 1-2, a 1-2 right here. Okay. There's a 1-2 right there. So here's what XRP is doing. I'll show you. Back here is another a wave 1, in my opinion. So back here's a wave 1, and then it could be this whole thing, whether you want to count this as 1 and that's the 2. Okay. So as an example, like you can make this 1 like that. Like here's a 1 and that's a 2. Okay. And then over here is your 3. And then this whole thing's a 4. potentially. Okay, so that's what you're saying. That's what he's saying, and then, or that's what I'm saying, not what Troll King's saying. And then this over here to me is a 5. This is a 5. This is XRP is finishing off a fifth wave. So I'm going to take this away. I'm going to remove this so it's not so dirty. Clean it up a little bit. So this over here to me is the fifth wave. So 1, 2, 3. That's the 4, and it's going to blast like that for a 5 potentially. That's what I think is going to happen, and it looks like that in the RSI. Okay, so the only way you're going to know for sure. So you see your highest peak down here in the RSI, guys, like this. You see that highest peak? That's telling you that's a third wave. That's a third wave right there. There's no, the reason I say that's a fifth wave is there's no fifth wave behind it except over here, and it's not done. You see? Maybe this, you can count that maybe as the fifth wave, but I don't think so. I think this whole thing is the third wave, guys. And then it's over here complete. And then XRP is going to crash over here, back down to here, like that. If XRP gets up here, it'll crash back over here. Now, what Troll King is saying, and a lot of other people are saying, is that this whole thing is a wave 1, that's a 2, and it's going into a 3. Okay? I hope you're right. I hope you're right, man, and you all get rich. I hope you dump your money in there, and I hope you all make a 40, 50x again. I just don't think so, guys. I don't think so. That's a little too, I mean, I like to go with a little hopium. It's kind of fun. You get high off of it. It's like smoking a big hopium pipe and shit, but that's a little too over the top for me. Let me see. I mean, a logarithmic number, that's pretty high up there, guys. Like $10, $20 and stuff. What is it at? 44 cents. It doesn't even make any sense to me. It just doesn't make any sense. If you look at it on this logarithmic chart like this, like this wave over here going up that high like that. And even if it's going into a third wave, okay, let's say it's going to a third wave to $10. This is getting a little unrealistic. Let's just say that it's doing that. You got to realize the first wave, it's going to do the first wave, and it's probably going to correct all the way back down to the bottom of the second wave like that, and then go into a third wave like that, even then. And that's going to take XRP a long time just to do that right there, guys. I mean, that's believable that it'll go up into a first. Like, let's say Bitcoin's correction is over in January 23, and then this can start taking off. It'll be done, and it's going to correct that whole wave. That's how I see that with XRP. I think the risk to reward ratio is not that good for XRP, guys. That's what I think. I think there's better coins to be in. XRP over here was good, but this over here, this is an ending diagonal too, guys. It's either an ending diagonal or it's a starting diagonal. So it's either the start or the end of something. So this is either starting something or it's ending something. To me, it doesn't look complete, guys. It doesn't look complete. Look at the diagonal. Does that look like it's finished? Take a look at that. Does that look like it's done? Like diagonals have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This doesn't have that. It has 1, 2. See, 1, 2, 3. It's missing a leg. You see? So that's how I see that on that, guys. With XRP. So, I mean, either way, if XRP does that wave, you're going to go from 34 cents potentially, somewhere over $2 possibly. Still a lot of money to be made. What the fuck? WTF is Hedron? Yeah, Hedron's a coin. It's something to do with the Hex ecosystem. I looked at it, and it went really high recently. As a matter of fact, it's in a correction right now. So let me take a look at Hedron. I meant shorter time frame. You meant shorter time frame? What do you mean shorter time frame? I don't understand. Oh, you mean the smaller? I think I know what you mean. Let me check it out. Hold on. You mean this area down here? Let me check that out. Yeah, okay. It wicked through there. You mean this area, Troll King? Like somewhere in here, this is like a 1 and 2, and it's going to a 3 over here is what you mean? It could be. And XRP, as long as it holds on to that trend and it wicked through there, I'm okay with that. And it could be coming down and still staying there and then get out of there. But this is typical of XRP, like sitting in one spot. I know a guy, he did a trade over here. He started his trade on 31 cents in XRP, and he had to wait all this time. He had to wait all that time to get over there. I was like, damn, man, like, how many gray hairs did you get on that trade? How fun was that? Sitting through all that. You sitting through all this stuff right here. You're like, you have to really, really not really care. You're just like, okay, throw it in there, and then that's just aggravating. I think that's what you mean, though, Troll King. Over here is this third wave. It could be, depending on what XRP did. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? More than likely, it's probably 1, 2, and it could be going into a third. So it's really going to depend on Bitcoin, guys. Take a look at Bitcoin. Now that more of you are here, here's two options for Bitcoin. Okay, here's Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart. Here's Bitcoin right here. It's all the way down there. That's a third wave. Okay, you can see the wave right there. You see that wave? The 3-hour chart. You see that wave? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can see right there, and that's that divergence down there. Okay, that's a divergence on the third wave. Okay, so more than likely, I'm thinking that Bitcoin is going down into a fifth wave, just like this. It's just gravitating down here in the fifth wave. If Bitcoin is not, then it's going like this, up in 3. It would be a WXY, because that's an ABC, ABC, and then ABC like that. And that right there would be a good short area. If you see Bitcoin go way up here, I would be looking for shorts, guys. On Bitcoin, on Ethereum, maybe even Binance, depending on what you want to short, just whichever one is a better setup. Could even be Ethereum or anything. It's just going to depend on which one's a better setup. That's how I see that. So yeah, Troking. Yeah, that's how we talk about. Look, like it's almost fully corrected. Yeah, the only thing with XRP, Troll King, is that it has to stay as long it wick through that trend line, which is fine. I'm not worried about that. But you want to see it stay above that trend line now. Stay above that trend line, consolidate down there, and that probably could be a little bit of a trade. It could blast up pretty good. And actually, with XRP right there, Bitcoin wouldn't need to be bullish. All Bitcoin would have to do is say, like, go up in an A wave or go up in a C wave, and then XRP could pop. And that's probably what it'll do. It'll just pop right up there, and then it'll go into a correction. So once it pops up there, that's how you can time the market with other cryptos, guys. So Bitcoin doesn't actually have to be truly bullish. It just needs to just go up, or Ethereum needs to go up in a correction. And you guys know this, it'll suck up an altcoin like XRP. So say XRP is at a spot, it blasts up into a wave. So then Bitcoin's not done with this correction, it starts going down again. So that XRP will just be in another correction rather than the one that's in now. It just made a new wave, and now it's in a new correction. That's sometimes how they move. So it's like that Caspa coin that I did a video on. I did a video on Caspa, that new coin, and it's like struggling right at the top to make that fifth wave. Well, obviously, it's going to have a problem make that fifth wave because everything that's going on with it right now. The likelihood of it finishing it off right now is a little bit lower. But once Bitcoin or something like changes where it just goes up a little bit, let's say like here, I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys real quick what I'm talking about. So let's say is this Bitcoin? Yeah, this is Bitcoin. Let's say Bitcoin is doing an A leg and it comes down to a B, and then Bitcoin moves up into that C leg, right? But it's still bearish. It's still bearish. It's doing like maybe a fourth wave right here. It's still bearish. Then you go over to your Caspa coin. Let's say you're in Caspa. Where's Caspa coin over here, right? And then Caspa's over here, and it goes down, boom, 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 boom. Well, Bitcoin does that. And so then Bitcoin, you go back over to Bitcoin, right? Let me go back over here to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin finishes this, and then it's dump time for Bitcoin. So it starts dump, 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 dump. Then you go back over to Caspa, and you'll see Caspa, right? Caspa right here, you'll see it go up. It finally finishes off everything that it needs to do, finishes its sequence, and then it starts dumping. It just so happens Caspa's in a second wave, or or something like that, and Bitcoin's in some other wave. That's how that works, guys. So the smaller coins can rip. That's why smaller coins. That's why smaller coins can rip, even when Bitcoin and Ethereum are not bullish. It's harder to find and harder to do, but it can be done. They'll just rip. They'll just like rip on out of there. So like Caspa can go into a second wave right now, while Bitcoin maybe goes down, and then it can go back into a third wave while Bitcoin goes down, and then Bitcoin just it might not be bullish yet, but it starts going up in some sort of corrective wave. But then Caspa can rip off another wave. That's what some people don't understand is in the markets, particularly crypto markets, since some of the other cryptos are so small. Of course, there's a lot more risk with them, right? And they're so small. These small ones can really start ripping off waves pretty easy, even when the crypto market is technically bearish. It is bearish. This is bearish as it can get. This is like the most bearish I think it's been as far as sentiment. As far as sentiment, this is the most bearish. This is the most bearish it's been. This is like crazy, you know, like this is bank runs everywhere. Everybody's out to get SBF. Where is he? We're going to catch him. And they'll catch him. You know, he's not going to be able to hide anywhere, especially with a name like that. And he looks the way he looks. I mean, he won't be hard to spot. You know, with that goofy hair, and he looks like a soy boy. He doesn't tie his shoes and all this other stuff. So he'll be easy to find, I think. Any chance you can check? Let me see. What did you say? Any chance you can check and give your opinion on the total market cap, excluding BTC? Yes, I will do that. I've been actually looking at those, Bentley. Those are important to look at. And let me take a look at that. I'll show you. I'll show you some things about those, okay, that you want to be aware of. You guys can see the chart, right? Yeah. You guys can see it. Okay. Here's the total market cap. The one you're talking about is total 2. That excludes Bitcoin, okay? So here's the deal with this one right here, okay? This is the area that you want to be concerned with. On this one, it didn't break that low. So that's good for this, okay? You want to be seeing that right there. So what is going on with this is we have to wait and see what it's going to do to finish this off, okay? Where the wave comes down, and then we're going to have to see what is it going to do over here. This is a 5-wave move, okay? This is some sort of 5-wave move that it did, and then it's going to looks like it'll finish off over here, and then it's going to do something over here. So is it going to do a 3-wave move over here, or is it going to get out of there in a 5-wave move? Just don't know yet. Don't know yet. You know, the bears are going to say it's going to be 3-wave, and it's going to be coming back down. The bulls are going to say it's going up in 5, and it's going to be coming back down. I'm going to tell you, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be whizzing way back down to these areas like people think. I don't think so. I don't think so. Could it go down some more? It could, but I don't think, you know, this drop way down here and going way down here and stuff. I don't see that. But you never know with crypto. So, but right there. But I wanted to show you what, like on total 3. Here's the thing with total 3. This is total 3 market cap, which is all the cryptos except Bitcoin and Ethereum. So Binance on down and everything's in here too. So the stable coins, I think they put in too. So here's the problem with this. You see, it broke the low. So what are people going to do? They're going to throw up their hands and they're going to go, oh, you're screwed. You see, it broke the low. And you're probably going to have a lot of videos about this. It broke the low, so you're screwed. And that is true. That is true. However, if you come down here and you take a look at this, you see that? Did that break the low? Yeah, it went right through there, didn't it? Technically, you're supposed to say that that's bearish. But what did it do next? It came around and went boom, and then look what it did next. Breaking the low. So sometimes with these assets, and this really isn't an asset, it's a conglomerate of assets. Sometimes you have to be a little bit careful and, you know, follow some rules that you have, if you will, but sometimes they can do strange things. So with this breaking the low, am I concerned? Yes, it should be a concern, but it's not the end of the world. Not yet. Total market cap, which is Bitcoin and everything, it did the same thing. You can see it broke the low. So with the looking at the total market cap, everybody's gonna be very, very bearish on it and saying it's gonna be going down. And that is possible, guys. Did it do it over here? Yeah, see over here on this wave, it didn't do it. On that wave from December 18th coming out of the bear market, and then the wave two correction. So that's the issue with it. Some of these right now, but they don't look healthy right now. But here's what I'm going to say about that, guys. Here's what I'm going to say about that. The market is going to be probably the worst it'll ever be, and every bull that's out there will be bearish. And once that happens, that's probably when it'll flip. Probably in the next couple months. Whoever, I guess the market's going to get everybody in the crypto market. And once every single bull is done and says, forget it, I'm done, that's when it'll flip. So, if you just want to know. Also, can you take a look at total altcoins chart? Yeah, I did that for you, man. You talking about total 3, Han? Yeah, I did that for you. Like if you go over the total 3 chart and you look at it now, it broke the low, and you're going to have a lot of those coming out looking at that saying it's extremely bearish, which is true. It did break the low, but if you go back to the low in 2020, the 2020 low when it had to crash in March of 2020, it broke its previous low too, and it went up into a third wave. So I think the issue with those charts is that you have rules, and I've done trades with coins in the cryptocurrency market where these Elliott wave rules get broken, and I've done that. I'm like, okay, I got to follow this rule, and next thing I know, the thing's taken off. And I think with those charts, because they're a conglomerate of assets, that I'm not saying like you just don't do whatever you want to do and just stop like following any rules or guidelines and things, but they just could do funky things, man. So I don't think it's the end of the world. Just wait for the reaction. Whatever total 3 is going to do, then wait for the reaction once it's done with this wave to see what it does. That's going to be your answer. Kind of like Bitcoin right now. What was I doing with Bitcoin? I was waiting for Bitcoin. Bitcoin looked like it went up in 3 waves. So take a look at Bitcoin. Let's take a look at that, okay? I'll show you. Take a look at Bitcoin and go to the Bitcoin chart. Here's Bitcoin. Let's see. Let me make sure I got it on there. You guys see it? Yeah, there we go. Here's the Bitcoin chart, right? So I'll go to a 3-hour chart. Right here, I was waiting to see the reaction that Bitcoin was going to do. And right here in this chart, you could get 5 waves out of that. If I go to a 45-minute chart, you could say that that's 5 waves. It does have divergence, but it's not looking good for Bitcoin because of how long this is taking. But this could be some drawn out B wave, but either way, it's not healthy. It doesn't seem to me to be bullish at all. It's taking its time. It's going in there. It's definitely questionable. So I think this is probably more of a 3-wave move somehow. So a 5 here, a 5 here, and then you want to see the reaction. So same thing with total 3. Here's your 3-wave move, right? And you could make an argument for a 5-wave. You do have divergence down there. I've said it was 5-wave before. And then you have a move over here. Okay. Is it coming down? What's it going to come down here impulsively? Is it coming? It can be an impulse. This can be an impulse, guys. This could be like 1, 2, and coming down for 3, 4, 5, like that. It's just taking its time. That's very common for assets to go like this at the end of an impulse, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and just take their time. That's some of those smaller altcoins. I'll show you an example. It's like this, guys. I'll show you this coin right here as an example. This is a good example of it. Where's AIOZ? Right here, like this coin. If I go to AIOZ, okay, it dumped finally. But you see how it went up into a wave and it just kind of went down like that into this. Okay. And more than likely, this area is the final dump for that coin. AIOZ. I don't even know how to say that. AIOZ network. The final dump for that coin was right there. So you can see there's the 3rd wave and it's coming around for its 5th wave right there. So if you want to risk it for the biscuit, that could be the spot right in that area for this coin. And, it could rip out of there once the crypto markets go bullish. All right. Does that answer your question? Does that answer your question? Looks similar to 2022 scenario. Yes. Yeah, there's actually a guy that did a video. I think his name's called Blockchain Backer or something like that. Blockchain Backer or something. I was watching him because somebody had posted on Twitter and he gave this big review and it all made sense to him. But he said, I'm going to take the stupid route and I'm going to place a bet right here on Bitcoin saying, it's pretty much done. It's at the pretty much the end of the correction, going off using 2020 crash as an example. He showed charts. With a similar scenario. So that was him, though. What's up, Michael DC? How you doing, buddy? Greetings from New Zealand, Pakistan. Yeah, I didn't know you were from New Zealand, man. Yeah, you got the same logo. Yeah, the same logo. I remember you guys. So, but yeah, that's like it's almost fully corrected. Let's see. You know what I'm talking about, Troll King? Yeah. Yeah, there's a XRP. I guess like for XRP, you really have to be into the coin. You just have to be into the coin to really have it. But I just don't think it's going into that third wave yet. So, I'm just being more realistic. I'm not trying to be like a FUD person or anything like that. I'm just trying to be realistic. I'm not going to be in it because I think there's better coins to trade. I do. I think there's much better coins to trade. That's not saying that you can't make XRP make 5, 10x in XRP in the next wave run. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's probably going to be a little bit less stressful, a little bit easier, maybe even shorter time frame to make your 2, 3, 4, 5x in other coins than XRP. That's just what I think. I could be wrong. I mean, maybe it is going into the third wave, and it's going to blast out of there, and you're all going to the moon. I don't know. I don't think so. Keep up the good work, Bercio Anna. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Have you charted Quant today? No, I have not charted Quant today. Let's go ahead and take a look at Quant. Quant is the wonder, the bear market wonder, huh? So let's go ahead and take a look at Quant, guys. Quant's a good one to be in track of, staying on top of. Let me make sure I got the chart up. Yeah, you got it. Looking good. Quant. Take a look at Quant, guys. 12-hour chart. Okay, Quant's the same thing. You starting to see the pattern with all these coins. I'm starting to see the pattern. It came up onto a wave, and they're all coming down to break it. So more than likely, it's some type of either fifth wave or a wave that's coming down on. And to me, it seems like it's some sort of fifth wave that is coming down on. You can see the divergence is going to be there. So here with Quant, probably what are these prices? 99, maybe $100 in that area for Quant. And then if you take a look at Quant here, you see how deep it went. It took everything out. The correction. This is a healthy correction for Quant, guys. It's a healthy correction. So the issue though with Quant is it came down, it's dumping. What I think is going to happen is I don't think it's done with its correction right there. So what I think Quant's going to probably do, it's going to go up like this to a 3 wave, okay? And then it's going to come back down into another wave. And the correction will be done over here. That's what I think is a possibility, to take up more time, because the time, what's the deal with Quant over here, guys? The time is just not long enough. You take the time, you check the time on Quant, it's only been in there for 27 days. So it's gone deep enough in the RSI in there, but sometimes these can be a trick. These can be a trick. It's gone deep enough, it's corrected the cycle, but it's not taken up enough time. So it goes up in 3, boom, and then comes back down in 3, and then it'll rip out of it. And that's probably what's going to happen. That's just what I think. I could be wrong. I mean, it might rip from there. It could do it. It definitely set up to do that. Just look at it. Even on the daily chart, you see how low that it went in the RSI. So you see it's right there. Okay. Let me remove that. It's right there, and they're in price, and it's well below that. That right there, you know, that's hidden bullish divergence. You see the divergence? Higher in price, but lower in RSI. And over here, it's lower in price and higher in RSI. And long term, that's bullish. I mean, quant is telling you that eventually it's probably going to start heading back in this direction. It's just when. That's the whole thing. When. It doesn't mean it's going to do it from right there. That does not mean that, because quant could do something like this. It could go up at 3, and then it's going to go boom, and then it'll be done with the correction. Then it's going to get out of there. So that's what I think, guys. I could be wrong about that. I've been wrong about other things before, but that's what I think is going to be going on with quant. So quant still maintains its structure. Everything looks good with quant so far. What's any other gaming tokens you like besides UFO and Chili's? I mean, I liked Illuvium, but Illuvium's Illuvium looks weak. You got to wait for a wave to get off the bottom on Illuvium. Let me see. What was the other one? Oh yeah, Vulcan Forge. Vulcan Forge is another one. Those are the top ones I like so far. So Vulcan Forge, UFO, and Chili's. Wait, what is? I think I'm missing another one out of that mix. There's Vulcan Forge. Oh no, Gala. Gala is the one I'm. Gala. That's the other one. Yeah. So Gala, UFO Gaming, and Vulcan Forge. And then I like Illuvium, but Illuvium, you got to wait for Illuvium to get that reaction off the bottom. You should wait for a reaction for more of a reaction with Gala and Illuvium. And what's the other one? Let me see. UFO is fine as long as UFO doesn't break the low that it's in. UFO went up into a big wave. You did a 6x if you bought it in June. You did a 6x on UFO. So just let it correct it. And, it's actually a good time to be looking at a token like that. As long as it doesn't break that low. I'll show you on UFO Gaming, guys. UFO Gaming is like a beast, but nobody talks about it. I remember UFO Gaming, like I think in 2021, everybody was talking about it, but now they don't want to talk about it. They don't, it's kind of like the guy, the guy that went to all his friends to talk about buying Bitcoin when Bitcoin was 65,000, and you go to your friends or your neighbors or whoever, and you're like, oh yeah, man, come on, get some Bitcoin, man, 65K, we're rocking and rolling to 100K, man, don't miss the boat, right? And they're all like looking at it, and they see green candles, and they're your friend and shit, and then after it starts dropping. But like me, I'm going around, I say, hey, look, you should consider maybe getting a little bit of Bitcoin right now. And they're like, damn, man, what's wrong with this guy, dude? You need to go see a shrink. Have you seen Bitcoin lately? That thing has been dropping. It looks like it's going to zero. And you're recommending me to buy it? Nah, man, you've got a problem. I'm serious, man. There's people like going around like this guy's out of his freaking mind, man. So it's the same thing here with UFO Gaming. Okay? So you can see with UFO Gaming on this wave. On this wave right here, you see that? You see the divergence right there from that peak to that peak. So that peak to that peak, you had a fifth wave blow off top. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. This is a massive wave that it did, and it's correcting over here. So, I think it's plain as day, man. Up in 5, back in 3. It might come down to here. It might come down to that bottom of that section right there. As a matter of fact, let me move the disc over here like that. Just like that. Okay? With UFO Gaming. So that right there is a better setup than Illuvium. Technically, that's better setup than all the other coins. That's a better setup than Illuvium. That's a better setup than Gala. That's a better setup than not Chili's. Chili's is a pretty good setup. What's the other token? Gala, Illuvium, and keep forgetting the other one, man. What am I doing here? UFO, Chili's. What's the other one I kept talking about? I keep missing it. Not Chili's. You got Chili's, UFO Gaming, Gala. Oh, Vulcan Forge. Vulcan Forge. So those are the ones that I like with the setup. And it's actually a good time to be looking at them right now. Right now, if you can believe it. Just keep your eye on Bitcoin. See what Bitcoin's going to do. And then, wait for Ethereum too, see what Ethereum's going to be doing. And then, keep your eye on those tokens and see if you can, once they move a little bit, those coins will probably move really good, I think, especially UFO gaming and probably Vulcan Forge and also Chili's. Don't underestimate Chili's. Chili's is looking pretty decent too, guys. You know, it's still at 19 cents, so it's doing pretty good. I would not underestimate Chili's. I don't know what these YouTubers talking about. They get on there, talk about like there's you guys are supposed to bow down to them, like there's some sort of angel of God sent down from heaven, and I know more about crypto than you do. Type person. Oh, you can't buy any altcoins. I'm like, look, man, you would have bought this coin, like Ethereum, Binance. You would have gotten into Chili's, these coins, and you would have made an easy 2x from June until recently if you would have sold it. You'd still be up if you would have held on to it. You'd still be up. You'd still be up, like positive, if you just would have held those coins. So that's how I look at that, man. With Bitcoin, I'm talking about just spot. If you just would have done spot on Bitcoin, let's say you bought Bitcoin at 17,500, which I got some Bitcoin at 18,200 stuck in my wallet, right? I stuck in my wallet. I'm not worried about it. Let me grab a little bit. And if I would have sold it at 18.2, or bought at 18.2, sold it at 20, I would 25. I would have got like what 30%, and then maybe do a short. Let's short it down a little bit. Got another, let's say 50%. Let's give me benefit of the doubt. I did it really good. I got 100%. I doubled my money. You still would have been up by getting these tokens back in June and just holding them and then selling. Not even selling them right now. You'd still be up. It's like, that's why you got to look at the charts. But a lot of people fall for the trap, in my opinion. What happens is they go for Bitcoin is looking bad, so everything else must be bad. That's what happens, I think. So they're just not looking at the charts on a setup. So like Bitcoin went down, but then Bitcoin could go up from look what the altcoins did when Bitcoin went from 18,000 to 24,000. I mean, dude, there were some altcoins that were ripping. They were ripping. Oh, it's like, wow, look at them taking off. That was one of the reasons why I thought Bitcoin was potentially bullish. It was just for that reason because the altcoins some of them were ripping so well. Starting here and next thing you know, it's way up there again. I was like, just no way. But obviously I was wrong on that portion of it. All right, guys. So let's see what's up. Crypto Bull Guide, Crypto Education. DC, Michael, DC, you think Bitcoin's going to 11K? I think it could wick down there. Yeah, Vulcan Forge, Huan is good. As long as Vulcan Forge holds that recent low, I think it was $2.60. And I think it's going to. It should be okay. I don't think it's going to dump. It's not like dumping like crypto.com, like some of those coins are dumping. I'll show you. Crypto.com and KuCoin and stuff. PYR right here. As long as it holds that $2.64, it should be good. If it breaks it, then this would be like A, B, C potentially what it could be. And it turns into, it could. I don't. It might break down that low. Still, even then, it's like not even below this area. Even through here, it's still a pretty good coin, guys. I think. Just going to matter where it's going to hang on to right here. I'd say that 264 right there, and it looks like it's finishing that off right in that area. It looks like it's going to hold on to it to me, but kind of depends on what Ethereum's going to dump to. So Rose is another one. It's getting real close to that low, but it's still holding on to it. These are the coins you want to be paying attention to. The ones that don't break the low, like Quant, like Matic, like this coin, like Vulcan Forge, Render. Render's getting close to that low, but as long as it holds on to that low, it'll be good. The other one too that's really, really close that I'm going to be looking at if it maintains the low is Flux. Is Flux right here, guys. You see right there, as long as it holds on to this low, Flux will be a good trade right over here. You see this 1-2. That's the 3, 4, 5, probably in this area right there. Let me check that out. What is that? Let me make sure that's an impulse. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. Yeah, let me check that out. Just an extended third wave. Came back down, corrected it on a fifth, and you can see from that peak to that peak is your divergence. So it's up in 5, back in 3, but all bets are off if it breaks that low, guys. You know, all bets are off if it breaks that low. So right there at 38 cents. But if it holds on to that low, this could go up, back down, and it could rip over here. It could really rip pretty good over here, guys. Especially, you know, like if some miracle happens and Ethereum has bottomed and it's done, all Ethereum would have to do is just sit in that spot and not really move, just kind of bounce around. It's bottom, right? It's bottom and just bounce around a little bit. And this could still potentially rip, you know, because the market's going to know, like the crypto market will know when Ethereum has bottomed. So that's how I see that, guys. All right, guys, how long have been going here? How much time has this been? Oh, just over an hour. I want to do an hour today. Buy now seems catching a falling knife. We'll wait to see sort of upward momentum. BT cracks its game on. Yeah, I would agree. I'm sitting on my hands, Pakistan. I'm sitting on my hands right now. I'm not checking anything out or not buying anymore. I'm just waiting for everything to suss itself out. You're right. You should do that. Rico, I was 50% up with Chili's. My 400 became 600. Now, not so much. Okay. But did you take any off the table when it went up there? I traded Chili's Pakistan. I got in at 19 cents and I exited out at 27 cents and I exited out all of it. So now I'm waiting for a re-entry. But see that I made a good call, good trade with Chili's. Entered there, went up, got the profits, but then on another one you screw it up. That's how trading works. That's the other thing that's irritating with crypto Twitter, guys, is all those guys on there. All they do is they show you their trades that they did good on. Nobody will tell you about their fails. Very few people will tell you about their fails. Like ICP for me was like no good. I still think there's hope in ICP, but we should be. Your opinion on Cadena? I like Cadena, man. I do like Cadena, bud. Yep. You just have to be patient with it. Cadena is Cadena is a falling knife. Cadena is a falling knife, and it could keep going down. But I'll tell you what, Cadena, my original price for Cadena was 95 cents, and it hit it. And I think now it's at 90 cents or something like that. I think Cadena's at 90 cents. But yeah, and if it just keeps dropping, like that just dumps down to like 60 cents or something like that. I don't know, man. I think it's worth like just grabbing some of that right there. That'd be pretty nice, I think. Just grabbing some and putting it away. That's how I see that with Cadena, guys. So say hello, bro, you're paying on Cadena. But I do like Cadena. You just have to wait for it to finish off. It's you know, it's actually going a lot deeper than I expected, but it's still within reason, in my opinion. It hasn't broken any serious. Let me go to the chart. I'll show you. Let me go to the chart. I'll show you Cadena, just to make sure I haven't looked at it for a little bit. Let me go to CoinTrader Pro. When you look at some of these coins, guys, you got to go to CoinTrader Pro. You don't get all the data with you don't get all the data with the other chart. What is it? Trading guys. So here you go, right here. All right, you see where Cadena is on top of, guys, right there, on top of that wave right there. So Cadena is still good, guys. Cadena is still good. See that? Right on top of that wave right there. I was hoping Cadena would stay on top of this wave, but it didn't do it. Okay, right there was that wave. Let me change the black, and then I want boom. Let me go there again. Just a second, guys. I cleaned up my computer, so it reset everything on me. So that right there, and then the next one was right there. It busted through this area, and it's right on top of that area right there. Okay, And this is Cadena's deal right here. So this is the third wave, in my opinion, with Cadena. So it's going to be something like this with Cadena, potentially. Okay. Potentially, and it's breaking through that. So it's not looking good for Cadena right there. That's not good. I don't like that. So here's a wave up on this wave. This is a FOMO wave, guys. I remember when this was happening, and I was like trying to find an entry into it, and you couldn't get into this. This whole thing, like this whole wave was a FOMO wave. So when up here, back up here, and then Cadena's resetting the whole cycle, and it's going to do a move over here. Now, whether it's going to go way up here again or just go halfway remains to be seen. But you're going to need a lot of retail and FOMO investors to really push that up. And you can see down here in the RSI, it's coming down. It's coming down nice and deep, and it's resetting its whole cycle. But it does have a concern. If Cadena goes all the way back through to the bottom of the box area to 71 cents, more or less, and gets through there, that's when I would be concerned with Cadena. Okay? 71 cents for Cadena. In the meantime, it still should be okay. So it's going to all depend on what the crypto market is going to be doing here in the next, 30, 60 days. So next few weeks will be interesting. A lot more. Next few weeks will be interesting. A lot more. We'll be telling month by month. Months and need to remain patient. Yeah, right now you want to be patient. You probably right now your best strategy, one of the best strategies to do right now is to probably just sit on your hands and be patient and wait for the opportunity to come to you. That's what I say is probably the best deal, because the facts are this: markets go up 80 to 85% of the time. So if you're a bull, okay, you're going to win long term. Okay. If you were short, I mean, take a look at the history of the S&P 500 or the Dow Jones Industrial. And let's say you could live from 1900 to the year 2010 for 110 years, and you wanted to be a bear. It's pretty freaking obvious right there that you were going against the grain. Crypto market is the same way. So I don't understand people that are bears all the time. It just makes no sense, especially in the cryptocurrency market. It's like, okay. I mean, right now it makes sense to be a bear. Yeah. But then you want to flip. Those people I understand. They're a bear and now they flip. I was a bear. I was a huge bear. Like if you guys see me in March and April, I was a bear. I was like short this, short that, short Phantom, short Kusama, short Solana, all that stuff. So Smoko, back to work, money here. Keep up the great work, Greg. Much appreciated. Thank you, Pakistan. Guys, I do appreciate that. Now I'm going to go. I appreciate you guys. You showed up to the live stream. I actually didn't expect anybody to show up today because I was like, man, it is a red day today. I didn't expect anybody to show up, but nice knowing that you guys are hanging around, doing, paying attention. Like I said, I think the best thing to do is just probably sit on your hands, like, and just wait and patiently wait for these plays to come to you. Like Caspa coin, if you're looking at that, or these other coins, wait for them to come to you. Even Cadena. If you've been sitting on your hands, wait for Cadena, you've been doing a smart move because now you can get that thing probably for 70 cents, something like that, possibly. Okay? All right, guys. Have a good rest of the weekend. And for those that already made it past weekend, like Paca, happy rest of the week.